Alright, so I got the 6.0 over here. It's all bagied up because, well, obviously we don't want to get dirty. So, as you can see, timing chain is on. Alright, so let's start taking the cover off. So on the new one, I did end up going with a single roller timing chain. Single roller timing chain only because didn't really feel like I needed the double. Didn't want to have to mess with shimming the oil pump and stuff. I did go with a Melling high flow. And then he did do some work in here, open up the holes a little bit for the oil return and everything. But I just didn't feel like I needed anything, I don't know. I'm looking to push 4 digits. Will I? Probably not. Everything in here is built to, it's all BTR stuff. I went through in another video of what everything is. But I didn't feel the need, I guess, guys. And tell me in the comments if you think I'm wrong. I can always go back in. I'm not gonna have this motor back in the car for a while. Like I said, my only plan is to get this front redone. And if you guys say, hey, you should do this one, this is why. I have the whole Melling oil pump with all the shims, everything is there if I wanted to. I didn't care to, didn't really need to. It's the 3-bolt for the one-time cam because that's what my Holley setup is. So I did do that minimally. It's not a 1-bolt, guys. But let's keep going here. I'd like to just hear your comments and why and what you would do. This is my first LS build that I've done outside of just throwing a turbo kit on a 4.8 in a GMA body. So, let me know. I like controversy. Or good reasons. Alright. Yeah, that seal is beautiful. Like I said, guys, this was all brand new stuff, so the front should go together real easy. Obviously, if you've done this, you know that. So let's go get that new oil pump. Everything here is on. I wonder if there's any oil in this pump. Should we take it off and check, guys? Any metal in here? Over under on this? Oh yeah, dude, I'm trying to rip it off with the pickup tube on still. Ding da ding. Well, let's make a big mess. Turn this thing over. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer, guys. This said, like I said, 60,000 miles on it. Factory miles. When I bought it from the junkyard. It's also, make sure there's nothing in there. Rotator here. Had it all brand new. Sitting for months. God, I love that. Let's keep going, girl. This way now. Oh my God. Either I'm weak, or this pig is heavier than that one. Well, I did also use my do-it-all breaker bar here. all that dropped because I don't have the right bolts in here. I gotta take it off like that, which I guess ain't horrible. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. Love working in coolant. What about you guys? What's your thoughts on working in coolant? Enjoyable? Not so much. Let me get a plastic bag for these. Because I don't know if I'm going to get the pan on today or not. They leave more stuff around. I have tons of spare bolts and stuff, so I'm not that worried about it. I do like using the hardware that came with the Holley 302 that I bought. 302-3, I believe this one is. Because I didn't know what side I wanted to put my turbo on. And then I went on the site that all the Honda guys will know, and the A-body guys with turbo kits, CX Racing. It actually wasn't that bad of a kit. I didn't think anyway. There's the pan. And the pickup. Get these glass bolts in the bag. I have a parts washer in the other room. And probably, actually, I know for a fact I'm gonna get this parts washed up. See what it looks like in there. Well, we got this windage tray. Guys, I don't know how the eBay one is, but I'll tell you what, this pan was worth every dime that I paid for it. This oil was clean as a whistle. Little fuel in it, makes sense since that piston cracked, but it's actually not that bad. I'm gonna go get the parts washer set up here. Be back. So I got the parts washer all fired up. So now I'm gonna take off my turbo feed, oil feed, which is an on 3 setup because that's the turbo I have. I'm actually fairly impressed with them, guys. They helped me out with a couple questions that I had and didn't even hesitate. Even though it's my first turbo build, first LS build, I had no problems answering my questions. Even if I sounded like a dummy. Now my next big thing that I have to figure out what I'm going to do is do an intake. And I have no idea, guys, what intake to go with. I've been so up and back and forth. Do I say stock? Do I stop this? Coolidge Massacre here. Do I get something better? Do I get something worse? Or not worse, but cheap? Do I go expensive? And sorry, I'm off camera here, guys. I'm gonna keep talking. I really don't know. I love the thought of getting the BTR equalizer. I love the thought of the Holley Hi-Ram. There's a lot of them that I love the thought of. But my truck intake on a stock 4.8 made 600 horse. Now this is a 370 cubic inch, 6.0, because it's bored 30 over, with a cam, rods, and piston package. Stock crane, not worried about that. A lot of people are, you put all that money in and put a stock crane. So, I'm lost. And it's going to be a street car. So, I never wanted to get away from the street car look. I don't know if I'll ever even put a cage in this car. I have admirations of putting a frame stiffening kit in it for a GMA body and a rear end. 355s, and I want a 4-speed. 4L80 or automatic 4-speed, guys, not a manual. I would really like a 4L80. I've debated at a 700R4. I know I've heard people say they've gone 1,000 plus on them. I've heard people say don't do it. I have a 800 horsepower 400 that I could put gear vendors on the back of. Guys, I'm lost. Like, there's so many options. I just gotta pick the one that's best for me and that I want to do. I hear bad about gear vendors. I hear bad about going 400 or 4L80 because it's gonna rob power. I hear bad that it's gonna with the 400 because then you don't have the overdrive. But the 400 is the strongest you can get. Yeah, so I can go on and on and on and on. And you guys, a lot of you guys know this. So I really am debating it. And I want to go, not going to lie to you, 4L80. And I want to go full manual valve body so I don't have to worry about any electronics. Thought about, I know people said just go 4L80 and then put a trans brake on it from Jake's Performance, the D3 I think it is. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be awesome. But then I gotta buy a different Holley. I gotta find a 4L80, which isn't hard, obviously. The hard part about it is, I don't just have my car to deal with. My daughter's racing now next year. I have to update some stuff on her little junior. I have a bunch of projects. I got that Mustang still that's sitting outside that I want to start up on at some point. And it's like, where do I end? Do I just fixate on this one car? Do I make this exactly what it is? Or what I want it to be? Do I want a cage in it? Yeah. Do I want it to look stock still inside? Yeah. Do I think I can do it? Yeah. But I have body work I want to do to it yet. I want to put a mini tub in it. There's so much stuff, guys, and it's just like, you can do this and that and continue and whatnot. I don't know how to do body work. I think I'm gonna learn. I think I'm gonna try to, or I'm gonna have to learn, because nothing's getting cheaper. Which really sucks. But I think the goal this year, guys, is I'm gonna stick with the 400. And I'm gonna enjoy the car, to be honest. I'm just gonna bring the family out and enjoy the car. I'm gonna bring it to the track. It's not gonna be anything fast. It's gonna have It's gonna have that 400 in it. TH400 for right now, unless I find a steal of a deal on a 4L80. Or I get this YouTube channel going and I need some sponsors or some info. That sucker's on there. I gotta go grab it. So guys, let me know what you think. What do you think about the idea of 4L80 or TH400 or the gear vendors? Let me know what you think. Like, I'm not going manual. In my eyes, when I think of a street car, I think it's something you jump in and you cruise. A street car is not manual. That's a joyful, playful car. And I know that's what this is, but I also want this to be something that isn't ungodly scary for anybody to drive. I like people having fun and enjoying stuff. So I have more than once offered my dad to go for a cruise in it. I've offered friends. And I would continue to do that. God, shit, this thing sucks. Good thing he's got more than one back there. I still have stuff in my garage at home and that kind of sucks too. It's like so much stuff. So much stuff. And this one's too big. Now that I think about it. Well, I didn't have one. But this pan, there we go, is not made for the ease of taking off an oil filter. Let me see that. And it wasn't that tight, guys. It was just greasy, oily, I should say. Now we'll move it. Now we'll get it by hand. After I make myself look like a complete moron. There was definitely fuel in oil. So if I had to guess, it may still have spun bearing. Brake clean is a car guy's best friend. Shit works wonders. It also lights you on fire. What is this? CarQuest brand. Advanced Auto Parts and Sales. Alright. Grab some cleaner. Some rags. Wipe that all off. I have to make a part store run. Get some more rags. Sheesh, this wasn't even on there long enough to leave any residue where the oil pan gasket goes. Looks like it's been through PAL. Oh, 5,000 miles on it, if I'm lucky. But here, thought she was low on oil, and it flew off the rod. But what really happened, I don't really know. Suppose we can throw everything in the bottom end back on, huh? Here's our milling. Oil pump. this tray will clear what it needs to clear. Because it looks real close to the crank. I believe this is the one I used. Set that out. I believe this is the one I used. Close. Well, that's the job. So, zoom these down. Is it torque to spec or torque to yield? Or is it torque to DeWalt? Because I'm going to the DeWalt standard. Hope you guys don't mind. Probably be careful talking like that though, because if it is, well, you guys are right. Really? My risk prevailed, boy. Almost. I should put another one in there. You know how I know this block's gonna be fast? How it's gonna make all the power? They didn't even knock the casting completely off this. She dirty. That means she was built on a Monday. So here's what I did. Got the case on. Oil pan's on. I'm a bolt short. I don't know what happened to it. So that's probably, ooh, wrong side. That's probably about what I'm gonna get done today. I do have head studs. No, I don't. I have head bolts. Yeah. I do have studs at home, but I don't know if they're, I don't know. I think I'm gonna order some new ones just to be safe. We did do I did. Got the sensors on the back. I have a low dollar motorsports sensor. Got the oil pan on, got the front case on. It's not tight on there yet. And then I'm thinking probably water pump sitting over there. Or over there, sorry. I'm thinking most likely get the water pump on. And then figure out what I'm gonna do with these heads. I have had bolts, like I said, but I don't know if I want to go that route. It is gonna be, it's gonna be a low boost application, guys. 18-ish pounds, maybe spike to 20 once in a while. So it's not gonna be a high boost application. So I'm not real worried about it, but I gotta get some lifters for it. I'm thinking Johnson's, but I don't know yet. So many decisions, guys. It really is. It's just so many decisions. Oh, I need head gaskets too. You guys have any info? If you guys have any info on head gaskets, like what head gaskets would you go with? 18 to 20 pounds of boost. I might turn it up. I don't know. I might max this turbo out. And I don't know, that should be about 20, be about 30 pounds. It's an on 388, so maybe a little more. I don't even know where that Turbo Max is, to be honest with you. I was only running at 17 pounds on that 4.8, and it's peaked one time at 20. I painted it purple. If you guys follow me on Instagram, it's Paul's Project Garage on Instagram. And I kind of have an explanation on there of why I painted it purple. But I'll go through it on here too. So my daughter has epilepsy, my oldest. When I bought this car off my dad, she was about 1 year old. She, at that point, was out there actually helping us put the new rear bumper on it. And this was, what is she? She's 8, so she was 1, so 7 years ago. She was out there, and we were putting the new bumper on it, and she goes, "This is my car," and starts pretending with a wrench like she's actually trying to tighten something. Cutest picture ever. If I can find it, I'll throw it up there. But she had struggled from 6 months on with a epilepsy issue that we didn't really figure out until she was 4-ish. And she has this rare genetic disorder called Dravet syndrome, which is not from her mom or from me. It is actually just something that happens that mutates a gene at 6 months-ish old. So we've been dealing with that for, well, 7.5 years. And my daughter started wanting to race, and I was looking about 2 summers ago, because she was only 4 at the time, and we found this drag car. Coincidentally, I had about $1,800 to my name at the time, and I found that for $1,200 in Indiana, and something told me, you know what, you need to go get that, so I did, and wanted to incorporate a little bit of something that can go into from her car into my car, kind of like a racing thing, you know, father-daughter thing. And then something that could also support my daughter without her really knowing. So I went with the purple cover. And when I figure out what intake I want to go with, I believe it's probably going to be either the BTR or the Holly. I am going to get the unfinished one, and I'm going to send it and get it powder-coated purple also. And then I will have somebody that is way better than me and artistically write Emmy's car on the intake. So that's kind of my idea. That's a little ways out yet. That's about it. I'm going to go get some parts from the parts store. Gotta go hit the good old Advanced Auto. When I'm done buying a couple parts, I'm gonna come back here, throw that cover back on with the new gasket and some RTV, so that way we don't have any leaks. Like I said, the front main seal on that was still good. The rear main I have a brand new one for. That one I'm not even gonna mess with, because once it's in the car, if the front main leaks, yeah, it's a pain in the butt, but it is nothing compared to doing the rear main. So, we got the timing chain on, we got the oil pump, and we're moving, guys. I'm missing one bolt. I'm really irritated right now because I'm missing one bolt off of my oil pan. Goes on the front, pull it tight, so that way I know it's all lined up real tight and everything looks good. Ugh, irritating, but I'll find it. So, well, guys, I will bring you back in on this at some point next week, because I also ordered all new bolts, all new clips, all new everything for these fenders and the core support. And yeah, so we need to really get going on that. But I was bored today. I wanted to video me doing something with this motor outside of, hey, look, it's here. It's just sitting there, which I've been doing. So we will continue to go further and deeper into this. I gotta order lifters, head gaskets. I have push rods over there. I came with the BTR Stage 2 Turbo Cam. So if you have any info, guys, on what you would do for a head gasket, please let me know. I am so curious on what I should go with. Thank you for watching, guys. I got a lot of editing to do because I just go through a lot of stuff. And I think I have like 2.5 hours worth of stuff to throw an oil pan in the cleaner, paint the front cover, and just slap it back on with it and a new melling oil. So, I did a lot of talking, not a lot of working. All right, Paul's Project Garage, guys. Thank you for everybody that watches. I want to continue to grow this channel, and I'm hoping we can have a lot more fun. Paul's Project Garage, out!